Hey team, day 7. And yes, I do have ears. Taking the headphones off. The sun is shining on this rare day, this rare summer day in the UK. So we've been struggling for some weather recently, but I think the rain will return tomorrow. So back to norms. Run was good. Run was good today. Day 7, feeling good about the run, feeling positive. Forcing myself to get out of the house and do it, but the thing is, when I say forcing myself, it doesn't feel as much of a chore. So I'm going to take that as a win, and in good old-fashioned sayings that I like to promote, particularly with clients, is celebrate the little victories. So it doesn't matter how big it is, doesn't matter how small it is, always make sure you give yourself a positive and a big up for the effort that you've made. So yes, I got out of the house, I went for a run, feel good about doing it. Sun is shining, which is nice. It makes me feel better as it's been quite glum. And yeah, just paced myself today. So what I worked on today is stride length. So I was just testing on my way around. So I slowed my pace a little bit, and then I was just testing different stride lengths just to see how I feel, trying to engage different muscle groups to see, because obviously if you lift your knees higher when you're running, you're going to exert more energy. It's going to be more tiring. You're going to put more effort out there. So I wanted to try a few different things, and then I was looking at foot placement. So by that I was looking at if my feet are slightly further in front, if my feet are behind, if my feet are underneath, trying to find out what felt comfortable, and again then concentrating on which part of my foot I land on. So I avoid heel striking. That's just because in all the years of doing fitness, and any time I'd run before and I was heel striking, I'd know that I'd have serious knee pain the next day. So I tend to aim more for, like I say, just behind the ball of the foot, around the center part of the foot, not some landing flat-footed, don't get me wrong, and that seems to work for me. So that was quite nice. It's a good job I don't have hay fever. The ride on mowers out here at the minute, they're out in force. So the bit that I circle around is an old garrison. It's like an old military housing bit, and there's a lot of grass around their houses, and yep, their mowers are giving it a good one. So if you do have hay fever, I hope you're doing well today, particularly in the UK on this sunny day. So yeah, so I had to dodge a couple of mowers on my way round, but it was good. I did feel positive. I still ran a relatively decent time actually, considering that I'm not going for time, I'm just going for getting it done. So that was a really good lift, a really good positive feel. So that's it really. I've now got a day off. I had to change my days at work, so I've got a day off today, so I'm going to go out with the family. As here in the UK, if you are watching this from another nation, it's summer holidays and the kids are off causing drama. So I've now got to go and entertain them. I did toy with the idea of going on our day out and then doing the run on the day out, and I thought, you know what? Nah. No, I don't love it that much. So today starts the week of body conditioning as well. I did mention before that I normally do the first week of just incorporating the change or implementing the change, and then I focus on adding other elements which are just going to complement what it is that I'm doing, or assist in ensuring that you continue to make progress. Now remember, if you always do the same thing, you'll get results up until a point when the body becomes norm, it becomes second nature, it becomes routine. So the moment you get to that point where the body's like, yeah, we do this all the time, that's when you're likely to plateau. And again, it's not a bad thing, it's just saying, okay, if you still want progress, something has to change. So don't get disheartened by the plateau. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes you'll plateau, sometimes you'll fluctuate up and down. It's one of those things where it's going to happen. You can't always make continual progress every single time you check in. But it's important to understand, okay, my body's got used to that now. I'm fitter, I'm stronger, I'm healthier, I'm moving in the right direction. Okay, what do I need to just change? And it can be something really small. And that's why I say, like on my runs, the running, until I get to a point where my body accepts that running has got me to where I can be, that's when I add something else. But for now, I'm doing the body conditioning because I need to. I want to strengthen up my legs again. I want to make sure that I'm conditioned a bit more to, one, sustain this if I do decide to continue with the running, but if I do stop the running, then I've added another element, which means if I then decide that I don't want to run anymore, I'm not going to go into a complete stop. and then my life isn't going to revert directly back to where it was before, where I might have been doing slightly less. And this is what tends to happen to people who fall into that trap, where they just do the one thing, they reach a goal, and then they stop, thinking they can go back to the life they had before and still keep the gains. Doesn't work that way. So by incorporating another thing, that's going to help me ensure that I stay on track. So that's quite exciting, I suppose, provided that I do stick with at least one of the things. Cool, so I'm going to let you get on. I'm not going to bore you to tears with this one, but stay positive. Again, hit me up. Anything you want to know, anything you want to hear, yeah, let me know. And let's see what happens on day 8. Have a great day, peeps. Peace.